You might be unknowingly pushing people away in conversations, all because of a single habitual mistake you probably make every single day. Various scientific studies show that 85% of your success in any business or profession depends on your ability to deal with other people. Technical skills and intelligence only account for the remaining 15%. We often assume that to be liked, we have to be the most interesting person in the room, rattling off our accomplishments and sharing our best stories to prove our worth. But here is the biological reality. People are 1,000 times more interested in themselves than they are in you. In every interaction, their subconscious is asking, "What's in it for me?" Instead of fighting this innate human selfishness, you can leverage it. By prioritizing their interests over yours, you initiate a psychological pivot called the ego flip. The first step is identifying 3 destructive words in everyday conversation: I, me, and mine. You can neutralize these by replacing them with the words you and your. When you shift from talking about your goals to asking about theirs, you immediately change the power dynamic of the room. This ties into a core psychological principle popularized by Dale Carnegie. A person's name is the most important sound they can hear in any language. Using someone's name frequently provides a spike of psychological validation. It signals to their brain that they are important enough to be recognized, creating an immediate sense of rapport. By aggressively shifting the conversational spotlight to the other person, they walk away feeling uniquely appreciated. Paradoxically, because you let them discuss their favorite subject, themselves, they view you as an exceptional conversationalist. This leads to a counterintuitive rule for high-level influence: absolutely refuse to win an argument. You can flawlessly defeat someone's logic, but the cost is forcing them to lose face. Even if you are factually right, you have wounded their pride and destroyed their goodwill. Instead of conflict, use the yes priming technique. Ask a series of simple, undeniable questions that can only be answered with a yes. Persuasion isn't about logical dominance. It is about subconsciously guiding a person into a habit of agreement without ever threatening their ego. The real challenge is changing the behavior of an underperforming or toxic person without triggering their defensive barriers through direct criticism. To do this, you have to apply the core psychological phenomenon for behavioral change, the Pygmalion effect. In the 1960s, researcher Robert Rosenthal conducted an experiment in an elementary school. He told teachers that randomly chosen, completely average students were academic superstars. By the end of the year, those students became top performers. The teacher's belief brought their potential to life. You can translate this into the feedback sandwich strategy. Embed a necessary critique between layers of genuine praise. By praising their strengths first, you project a high identity that they want to maintain. People naturally and unconsciously elevate their performance to match the positive reputation you have already constructed for them. There is a fatal flaw here. If these techniques are used as manipulative tricks, they will fail. Humans have a highly evolved subconscious radar for detecting fake flattery or false interest. If the appreciation isn't sincere, the other person will feel the manipulation and become even more guarded. The ego flip only works if you abandon the urge for social competition and replace it with genuine curiosity and gratitude for the person in front of you. These habits form the core of Marc Reklau's philosophy of social magnetism, a system built on recognizing the worth of every individual you meet. Try a 24-hour challenge. Banish all self-talk and focus entirely on their interests. Remove the threat to their ego and see for yourself if the people around you start to seek your approval more willingly.